Yes, sir. Boy, we back. Boy, we back. Happy New Year to everybody out there. Before we start this off, man, before we start this new year, new episode, everything off, you always got to start the new year with a cigar. That's for the people. That's for the grown folks. 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 Y'all know how we coming. Hey, but look, though, check this out. But them 4 boys back. We back and we feeling good. We feeling great. Energy up there. It's Mental Health Wednesdays. You already know how we come Mental Health Wednesdays. We got that boy Buck Savage in the building. I mean Barrel Sambuse in the building.
Yep.
Lago the Survivor in the building. And we got that boy Ego, Black Man. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, that's him.
First mental health episode for the people. Go ahead, bless the people with a quote. And we're going to run it.
Come on, man. You know we got to start this off right. I got a 2 for today. 2 and 1. So y'all boys get in tight. Pay attention. First quote for the day. All is in the y'all, and the y'all is in all. One more time. All is in the y'all, and the y'all is in all. First quote for the day.
Bro.
Let that sink in real quick, man. Think on that, food for thought.
Sometimes you're gonna have to expound on that for me, brother.
Man, when he says the all, we talk about the creator, the higher source, right? Think about it. We're all a part of him because we're all in his thought. So when you think about it, we're all in him and he's all a part of us. So how can we not be gods? How can we not reach that power? You know what I mean? It'd be there in the books. We just got to turn the page. Next quote, man.
Like that.
Discovering who you are today is the first step to being who you will be tomorrow. One more time. Discovering who you are today is the first step to being who you will be tomorrow. I know it's 2025. We put the agendas up. We want to get in shape. We want $100 million. We want all this stuff. But somehow we always skip over ourselves, finding ourselves, truly studying ourselves. We can have everything and still be empty. We done had it before.
Nah, facts. Not to touch on nothing from last year, but last year I think we also touched on, you feel me? Believing within yourself. It's all, hey boy, it's 2025, boy, we here, boy. Let's go, baby.
That bit turned.
It's Mental Health Wednesday, man. I feel good, man. Hope everybody out there, that come across this episode. Hope everybody out there had a blessed New Year, bringing in the New Year real good with your family, with your loved ones. You know what I'm saying? Shit, let's run it, boy. How y'all boys feeling? How we feeling?
Happy New Year's. I want to touch on the quote that all is in all for a second right fast. I mean, that's deep. It's deeper than what just the words are saying. It might be short, but it's deep. You just got to connect with it. It also go along with the second part too. I mean, if you know that you are all, looking towards the inside of yourself, then you're gonna discover it. You got to discover it every day, take it one step at a time, one day at a time, be in the present, and you're gonna be able to discover that all is in all.
Big facts. And I think it's one of the things like, if we're a part of him, how can he not be a part of us?
For sure.
Find your God.
You are God.
Go in. Bring him out. Like my dog T.I. say, bring him out. Come on now.
I like what y'all talking, man. Yo, God level, man. I like that, man. That being said, Ramadan coming up, my mind. I'm teetering towards that way. So yeah, man, this is hitting home right now for me. Time to put everything together.
Yeah,
how we saying, man? 2025. How we feeling, man? I know we got goals in mind and all that, man. How we feeling?
Objectives. I say, like my brother Eagle said,
I like that.
Objectives, goals is more of the longer term thing. When you want to set far out in the future, set yourself some objectives, and that's one big word I took from my brother Ego this last year, and I'm definitely gonna carry that every day, and hoping we all out there carry that word and use it. Objective, because once you objective to do something, you got it, you see it. It's gonna make you work to it. It's gonna make you want to accomplish it more than that goal, because you can always change that goal, but that objective is either gonna be a pass or a fail.
Big facts. I almost look at the word goal like the word pride. It's so watered down. We don't know what that shit mean no more. Bubba just say it. Like shit, we come from a world of pinpointing and attacking objectives and completing, destroying shit. You know what I mean? Shit, get to it though. I ain't even gonna lie. This shit started off fire. Shout out to my dog, I mean. We've been on that yoga heavy. You know what I mean? I think this year everything come together for real. When you look at it, it's just like we put the puzzle pieces together and form that big picture.
Main thing is just continue to be about what we say and shit. What we trying to teach, the message we trying to get across. We trying to be teachers and learners at the same time. I mean, that's some of the best teachers, the ones who are always willing to learn. And I think that's the challenge ahead. Continue to stick forward and want to learn something new every day. Be a part of something new every day, no matter what it is. Discovering yourself, just like the quote just said. Discovering yourself. Discover that first step, so you can be prepared for the next step.
Shit, I feel good, man. As we enter 2025, entering with my family, my loved ones, you know what I'm saying, my brothers. You know what I'm saying? We did a recap of last year and everything like that. I'm just ready. I ain't gonna lie, I'm really hyped for this year. I feel like we getting more and more our words out to the youth, out to the, you know what I'm saying, not even the youth, but more to the adults also. You feel me? They tuning in, you know what I'm saying, a little more. I'm excited to see what 2025 brings to CTL, bro. We here. We already planned out what we got for the people, what we got coming up for y'all. Shit, I'm excited, bro. I'm excited.
I know for me, goal of mine for me is just to stop. I like to say I call it playing the lotto. Like, man, stop playing the lotto with my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of times
that's real. That's real though.
Yeah, and it's like just time for me to really just take my thoughts and put it into motion. You know what I'm saying? Everything that I say I want to do, everything that I wish I like how you said that, but I'm gonna take that page out ego in your book as far as objectives. You know what I'm saying? My objectives that I want to hit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we say we want to do this or we want this, but we don't take the steps to get towards that. We just think this shit gonna fall out thin there like the lotto. You know what I'm saying? It don't happen like that. Life don't happen like that. So for me, it's really putting my pen to paper and putting it to purpose. You know what I'm saying? Taking it off of the pages and putting it in motion in my everyday life. So, like you go said, I think we starting great with the yoga and everything, and just tapping into our inner selves right now. And we started from there in the morning, man. It's like, man, something hit me today. Just like, man, I'm watching my brother work out, man. I got so inspired. I'm like, man, it's something about embracing that struggle and just enjoying that moment, you know what I'm saying? Towards like, damn, we building something, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, all y'all boys, I done seen the strength of all y'all, you know what I'm saying? I done seen all you niggas throw 300 pounds, 400 pounds off your chest like it's nothing, you know what I'm saying? But it's a different feeling when you picking yourself up off that ground and you going for that extra breath and you letting yourself know like, man, I got my own weight, you know what I'm saying? That all that weight on your shoulders, that shit that you feeling, we pushing that shit up every morning, you know what I'm saying? So that's the mindset I'm trying to carry and just everything that I do, you know what I'm saying? We started that and just throughout the day, just knock out my little objectives, you know what I'm saying? So it's going good, man. I got 2025 is looking good.
We building with each other, bro. That's all what it is. We building you know what I'm saying? We building the bricks up with each other. You know what I'm saying? I'm running off your vibration, you running off of mine. Buck running off ego running off of Bucks. You know what I'm saying? Basically, the love is genuine. We building off each other. We building the CTL from ground up, bro. And that's just it. That's where we at with it. That's how you know what I'm saying? When you see me work out, you feel me? You like, damn, okay, bet. You know what I'm saying? You see ego see you working out, okay, bet. Buck see, you feel me? Like me working out, shit, we building each other. We building each other with our mental, physically, and with our families.
Sure. And I said we're gonna do a better job of getting it, getting these experiences out to the people too. Because like we said, man, start there. It go off a little bit of. I'm gonna say a little bit of competition with my brother. Like, I heard Buck talk about reading a book yesterday. I said, okay, yeah, I'm slipping on my read. Let me get back to that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I love it. You know what I'm saying? We drive, like you said, we drive each other. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not gonna let the other one slack up. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be physically fit. We gonna be mentally fit. We gonna keep striving towards all our objectives together. Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, as we grow, we can bring it to the people.
Yep, and basically that word what we're trying to tell someone is that if you got people that genuinely love you, you know what I'm saying, brothers, you know what I'm saying, what you gonna learn from your teammates, you know what I'm saying. We got a lot of teammates in this world, but you know what I'm saying, find them people that really love you, genuinely love you, want the best for you, want the best for your family, and y'all build, bro.
That goes for the ladies too. That
For
goes
ladies
for the
also.
ladies
Yeah.
too. I know we like to harp on more of the guy point of view, and I mean, it's a natural thing for us to speak to them first because it's us. I mean, but for the ladies out there also, just know if you got a group of ladies or a group of friends who genuinely care for you and want to see you strive and accomplish something, want to accomplish an objective or a goal, so you want to say, find that right group of people. And it might just be one person, it might be two. You never know. Just find it. And the only way you can find it is by searching yourself first, because like mind's gonna always think alike.
Oh, my mama, stop playing on me. As we healing, we healing. As we healing, we healing, man.
Hey, we ain't got no play for Uncle, man. Come on, man. That nigga funny, though.
Hey, but as we healing, man.
But yeah, there you go. You want to start with it?
Yeah, man. I think question for the day, man. As we get into mental health Wednesday, I want to pose a question to everybody out there, man. We was watching a video the other day and it kind of hit me. You know, I think sometimes we speak so fast we don't really realize what people are asking us. And so I pose this question to you guys, like I pose a question to the chat. The question is, who are you? You know what I mean? That's the question. Who are you? Like when you identify yourself, who do you identify yourself as?
I'm a big black motherfucker who don't fear no one. Once again.
Don't pay him no mind. But you got to bring it in though.
Nah, but for real, when we think about it, right? Most of the times when we start off, who am I? We start with a name, we start with our profession, what we do, you know what I mean? But we really don't get down to the nitty gritty of who are we, right? Mm-hmm. And I think this year is like the greatest example that we can use right now to actually figure out ourselves, you know what I mean? I think one thing we don't realize is that we kind of exist on three planes, you know what I mean? It's our mind, body, soul, you know what I mean? Three different things. And it's like, I think it's time we go past the body, we go past the mind, and we figure out the soul. Mm-hmm. So we say, who are you? You know what I mean? Let's get that. Let's not answer too fast, but let's go search for that answer.
So that's the answer you got to search for daily. Soul, spirit, however you want to say it. That's the answer that takes one step. Trying to search for every day. I mean, me, myself, I know I'm searching for it every day deeply. That's what I care about.
And I think
me, how I feel, like that gut feeling, like not how I look on the outside for its physical appearance, but how I feel on the inside. Because I can't see the inside. I could go look in the mirror and see the physical flesh. I could go see my hair. I could go see my eyes. I could see everything. I could see the physical flesh, but you can't see within. But you can hear within. You can definitely hear within. You can hear your thoughts. You can hear ideas that come to your brain. You could. That's how you be creative. You wonder where all that come from, the subconscious mind, the back part. That's the big key. That's what you got, and that don't just come overnight. Like it's a lifetime. It's a lifetime.
Absolutely. And I think the journey, it begins within. You know what I mean? I think that's one of the biggest things that we don't realize is like that we search for is really not an out thing we're looking for. It's more of an inside thing. As we pay more attention to ourselves, our likes, our dislikes, ourselves in certain situations, as we study ourselves, you know what I mean? This should be one of them things that we become obsessed with at this point.
Exactly.
We don't live so many different lives throughout this experience God done gave us.
What you said earlier, the all isn't all. The God-like ability is in you. Is in you. If you want to create like God, what you do for us when you have a child, when you put food on the table for your child, when you build a home, you're creating. When you plant a tree, you're creating. That's God-like abilities. You could, when you go kill someone, we can talk the negative side of it because it's a positive, it's a negative. You plant God when you go take someone's life. So looking within, the God-like ability is always within us, but you got to tap into it and learn it. I mean, to manifest, to bring things forward, positive or negative, like I just said, because you got to know whatever pro it got a con to it, whatever con it got a pro to it.
Yes, and thoughts can become reality.
That's facts. And I like to throw out there to the youth. You know what I'm saying? I like to say that a lot, but it's to everybody. That question, bro, just asked. Say it again, bro.
Like, so the question, because I'm really asking you right at the same time, who am I?
Who am I? Take your time to realize who you is. You know what I'm saying? Don't never let nobody tell you who you is. You know what I'm saying? Take your time. It take time to figure yourself out. You feel me? It don't happen overnight. You feel me? Dig deep. You know what I'm saying? Get in a little room, put a little music on, do what you're gonna do. You feel me? But find peace within yourself.
And the
That'll
main
help
thing,
you.
I mean, because the main thing I
Go ahead,
think
go ahead.
he's saying with that is the name. Like everybody's telling us who he is from the
For
day
sure.
you born. From the day you born, you're given a name, a date, time, all that.
Okay,
So
okay, okay.
somebody's already
Yeah,
telling you who you is,
for
telling
sure.
you your name, telling you your skin color, telling you you're male or female. But what I think he's saying is, who are you? Who do you think you are? More deeply, who do you might not look at yourself as Ronald. You might look at yourself as another name. So look at yourself deeply inside. You saying we're saying the same thing, go, but I
Yeah, for
just
sure. No, you good?
want
Go ahead.
to clear that right there because
For
I
sure.
think he's very saying that our whole life we are told of who we are, no matter who you is, what platform you on, what you got going for yourself in life. Someone has always told you who you are, but do you know who you are?
Yeah.
Who am I?
That's the
Stay
biggest
down
question.
that like me, you down that core.
It's a scary question, man. It's a scary question, brothers. Like you gotta really, I've been, and that's why for me, when we talk about God and we talk about souls and all that's connected for me. You know what I'm saying? I
Mm-hmm.
think to be connected to your soul and I've been in a position where I can look in the mirror and not recognize myself. You know what I'm saying? That's when I knew like my soul wasn't right. Whether it be my decision wasn't on par, or how it's just somewhat in line as far as my spirit and my mind and everything. You know what I'm saying? To physically look at yourself and like not recognize like, hey, what the fuck going on here? You know what I'm saying? Like I've been in that mirror for hours before. So and I say that proudly because that was a task for me. Like damn, to sit in front of
Elaborate
myself
on.
to like to sit to like what's going on and what. Let me see. Let's go deep. This is 2019, 2020, 2021. You know what I'm saying? These around this time, just after football, figuring shit out, figuring life out, figuring out the next steps, dealing with personal situations back home and stuff, dealing with death in the family, dealing with a lot of loss, a lot of tragedy. Just
Bro.
feeling like all of this is consumed on my head. You know what I'm saying? And one day I'm just
Been there.
literally in the mirror. And this after I had a violent encounter with somebody, you know what I'm saying? And to the point where like I could have lost it, you know what I'm saying? I could have lost it as far as I've never been the type of person to black out and something like that, but I felt like in a situation where I had so much stress on me at the time was like, man, I could have killed somebody and not even recognize I'd done that. You know what I'm saying? And that's just been openly honest and candid with everybody, you know what I'm saying? And I had to really go home that night and just face myself and just get myself together. Literally that night, sat in my bathroom for hours. Like, man, listen, you ain't leaving this fucking room till you can talk to yourself, till you can figure out why you doing this or why you doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the time, I'm still telling myself, hey, this ain't got shit to do with football. I'm telling myself, man, look, football is over with. You know what I'm saying? I ain't, I'm not worrying about it. I'm telling myself on the left side, and then the back of my hand over there, I'm missing that shit so much where it's like, man, I'm basically fighting myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm fighting demons in my head that I didn't even really know I'm fighting. So within all of that, the shit is coming out in ways that I'm not even recognizing myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm being bashful towards family, towards anybody. You know what I'm saying? Towards like I didn't recognize who I was at the time. You know what I'm saying? And shit broke me down. You know what I'm saying? Had to look myself in the mirror, cry, pick myself back up. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's like when I talk about things as far as working out and we doing push ups like some simple shit. Like I said, man, I seen all y'all boys throw around a lot of weight. You know what I'm saying? Some simple shit as push ups can bring us all the way back down to when we was simple and we was what I'm saying, small and nothing and building our strength right back up. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I took a moment in myself to face myself and break myself all the way back down. You know what I'm saying? And build myself back up. And it didn't happen in those few hours that I'm speaking of, but I recognized it then, you know what I'm saying? I started to build myself when I came out that bathroom that night, like, okay, certain things in your life you gotta stop dealing with, certain people you gotta stop dealing with, certain things today you gotta make a decision, you know what I'm saying? And I could say I was like I said, it's so hazy for me because it was like 4 or 5 years ago, but it's like, man, it feels like a dream because it's like, man, I can still see myself in that position, you know what I'm saying? It's just like light years from here, but it's like we talk about this stuff and it's like, man, that's why we talk about life and practicing and doing stuff every day because who's to say, man, you can go right back into that position if you're not careful, if you're not, you know what I'm saying? Y'all boys feel me? So it's
Nah,
like, that's why what we doing and man, us talking, just us being in the circle is vital for me. You know what I'm saying? Vital for all of us. So it's like I know the importance of just having open conversations, just dealing with our personal life with people of our peers that we respect and that we love. You know what I'm saying? So shit, I guess I'll just explain CTL again. You know what I'm saying? But
And
Yeah,
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
I was just gonna say,
Nothing
it's
wrong with
so funny how you just took it
go
back
ahead.
there. I ain't mean to cut you off, but
Go ahead.
he hit it so crazy because it's like today. I don't know if you realize I had a whole moment today when I was working out with Lamin. So it was like 4 years ago. Now I think about it, 4 years ago, I broke my neck 18. So like 18, 19, we were in rehab 19. When me and Lamin was in rehab, I couldn't do a push-up. Like I literally couldn't push myself off the ground at all. This was my life. Like I got days where I can't leave the room. Couldn't even look myself in the mirror. I had to have my dog. Like we had to get together for me to be able to see that I could be more than what I was, because I was trapped in who I thought I was. And this is the scary thing when I ask, "Who am I?" Right? This shit was scary because at one point I didn't think I was connected to football until football was taken away from me. I didn't think I was connected to the money until the money was taken away from me. So then you have to really look at yourself like, who are you? Is this what make you? Or are you going to define yourself? And that's what today brought me back. So I'm just like, damn. All it takes is the love, the energy, and the love of your brother to help you realize you can be more than what you ever thought.
Growth, man. That's how I commend. Before we get back to the teacher, I just want to commend you two guys right there. I mean, because that's growth, that's development. Showing the world right in front of you. We don't know who's gonna come across this video. We don't care who come across, but I mean, the messages and the vulnerability is gonna always be pure, genuine, and true, just straight true. But the key word I want to say, back to the teacher point, the key word that Lamin said, he recognized himself.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like all of us, it's hard to recognize something when you're so focused on the past, when you're so focused on what could have been and why it went this and why it went that. You're not recognizing what's in front of you. You're not recognizing the now. You're still harping on remembering. You see what I'm saying? Instead of recognizing, you're still on remembering. So if I'm still on the remembering brain, the memory thoughts, that's what's gonna carry out in front of me. Every day when I'm walking, those thoughts gonna carry out in front of me. Cause the man said it perfectly. I wrote it down. I want it. It's in my book downstairs. But he said it yesterday when the video Ego was talking about. It was like your thoughts carry to your feelings. Your feelings carry to your emotions. Your emotions. No, he said your thoughts carry to your emotions. Your emotions carry to your feelings. Your feelings carry out your actions.
That's real though.
So if I'm thinking something, and my emotions start taking it there, and then I'm gonna start feeling some way about it, then that action gonna happen.
And that's the same formula to success though.
That's the crazy part about it, because what we just said, everything that's positive has a negative. Everything that has a negative has a positive. So if I'm thinking about something negative all the time and only thinking a negative solution off it, and not saying that, oh man, something positive come out of this, it's a positive coming towards this, I ain't gonna never find it, because I'm so harped up on one side of me. Just like I got a left side of my brain, I have a right side. I got a left hand, I got a right hand. If you ain't physically disabled, everything, you got a head, you got toes, you got two eyes. Everything is coexist with each other, just like us across the world. We coexist with each other in different ways.
I can get that shit on the head, though.
Not real.
So I think
got definition.
Yeah, but before we go to definition, I think the biggest thing is as we go through life, right, we get these tools that God blessed us with. I think the biggest thing that we're teaching is not to get caught up in the tools, but use the tools to find you. Not use the situation that the tools put you on, that they bless you, whether you can travel the world or it's right here in the hometown. You know what I mean? Use whatever God gives you to unlock yourself.
Use the toolbox. Don't be the toolbox.
Come on now. So let's get to the goddamn definitions though.
Y'all even knows even how to see how we even go into the definitions and the cognitive distortions, and that's just kind of like, I don't even know if you did that on purpose yesterday with the video ego, but just basically what he was saying, just like you said, but just the way we think, you know what I'm saying? Like just video said yesterday, if you think if you thinking negative, it's gonna be negative results, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So yeah, these cognitive
Think
distortions, that's
positive gonna come out.
exactly. Change the way we think.
Like Pac say before you read it, change the way we eat, change the way we think, change the way we see things.
Yep.
And that's gonna change our actions.
Get on the head. Couldn't have said it no better. So back to the class, baby. We're back on cognitive distortions. Let me give y'all a definition real quick. Cognitive distortions are irrational thoughts that can influence your emotions. Everyone experiences cognitive distortions to some degree, but in their more extreme forms, they can be harmful. So we left off. I think the last one we did was emotional reasoning. The next cognitive distortion is disqualifying the positive. So disqualifying the positive, recognizing only the negative aspects of a situation while ignoring the positive. One might confidence on an evaluation, but focus on the side piece of the negative feedback. I mean, is God working? Is he working, my nigga? What's going on?
Always, all
I was
the
gonna
time.
say, you know what? Sometimes we just gotta keep going, bro. Damn.
Let that flow, dog. Ain't nothing better than a plan when shit be unplanned. It's just flowing.
Right.
Man.
Blow right into it, huh?
Man, I
Organic
love
gardening
that.
of the mind. Lord have mercy. So let me say it one more time. Disqualifying the positive. Recognizing only the negative aspect of a situation while ignoring the positive. One might receive many compliments on the evaluation, but focus on a single piece of negative feedback. How we
Gotta
feel?
reject that thought. You gotta reject that thought.
Yeah.
You can choose.
You can choose it. That's when
Mm-hmm.
it's a time. It's a time. Let's just be real. It's a time when negative thoughts and negative things help you get out of certain situations. And it's
Yeah.
but most of the time you want to always have that positive thought, because that's why I said they coexist with each other. But you got to know when it's time to think negative. Like, nah, that might ain't right from it. That's a negative thinking, but somebody else might look at it as a positive. But stay on the positive side. You got to when something negative comes to your brain, try your best to kick it out as fast as it got there. Try to kick it out. Think of something that you like. Think of something you like doing. Think of somebody you like seeing. Something that can help you get back on that positive track. Go ahead, Jago.
I'm gonna tell the people right now, man. Listen, if it's a negative thought, get it out of there. If they negative people, get them out of there. If it's family, get them out of there. If it's homeboys, homegirls, you feel me? Cause we always, like Buck said, we always talking about the guys. But if you got a friend, females, that's negative and always calling you with this, that, he say, she say, get it out of there, bro. Get it out of there. You wasting your time. Waste your time. You got to think. Be positive, bro. Go ahead, bro. My fault.
And one of the things that you can do is like reverse psychology, right? Find the positive inside the negative. So motherfuckers be giving you negative, but if it's something relating to your game or something that you know what to fix.
Yeah.
Now you know what to take away, so he can't say that. So sometimes we just gotta rewire what we listening to. Don't let the sound or the emotion from the conversation get you more so than the information that they're giving you.
And I ain't gonna lie, that's an athlete mindset, bro. Because you gotta take that constructive criticism, how these coaches harp on you and shit like that, man. So I'm gonna say that I'm gonna bring that and swing that to my daughter, man. Because in her aspect and for the youth, I'm gonna put in this type of analogy. You know, when it comes to like an Instagram or a TikTok or something like that, you can have 1,000 comments. That's great, you know what I'm saying. But as a people, we tend to focus on one or two bad comments or something like that. You know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm specifically talking to Layla right now. You know what I'm saying for her little situations because you know she thinks she's viral. That's my daughter. But you know what I'm saying, she can have a video out there. She might put a TikTok video. She can have 100 likes. You know what I'm saying. But if somebody dislikes something or something like that, you know that will fester in her brain. You know, and that's natural. I think we see that shit with celebrities and all type of. You know what I'm saying. A celebrity, they can say you got the best album in the world. If 3 people say they hate it, man, they can focus on that negative comment. So I think as a people, we gotta start training ourselves, like we said, man. Just get that shit. It's like I love the way you said it. Like go, like man, get that shit out of there. Like that's really how you gotta say it. Like it pop up, get it out of there. Like you gotta make it that simple, because it's really hard. It's really hard not to focus on a lot of shit, man. So if If you make that simple, like, man, get that shit out of there. That
It's
it
easy.
works, man.
It's
Yeah.
easier said than done. But we got
For
to be
sure,
real.
for sure.
Life is hard. So we automatically taught to think negative. We automatically, especially I'm always do it.
Yeah.
Especially us. We always taught to be that way. And when you do get something, be humble about it. Don't praise yourself too much. Don't be happy with yourself. You see what I'm saying? So the distortion right there in it itself is confusing. So they trying to make us pick a side with something that coexists. When we post like Ego just said, you're supposed to take that negative and learn from it. Find that positive within that negative because it's there. It's there. You got to just go search for it. Everything is for the search. Everything.
And it's so crazy, like, because even when you said it, like it's a football quote, like literally, that's why I remember with me and Brick when I first got to LSU. It was like he was pulling up a play that I remember like just as a fly route. You ain't running to the rock. I'm like, what the? Like, come on, bro. If they ain't make the tackle, I'm not gonna make the tackle, bro. That's like, come on. But then my mind, I'm like, okay, watch this next one. I'm running. I'm not stopping until I get there. And me thinking I'm doing something to counteract the situation, this motherfucker praised me. You know what I mean? And I'm really confused. I'm just like, oh, now I got to do this shit now. You know what I mean?
You showed
yourself what you could do. But see, that's the beauty in it. That's the beauty in yourself. You showed yourself something that you could do, and you didn't realize it at the time.
I swear.
The greatness was right there in front of you. Not what you did after every player that ran to the ball. No matter where it was. It was something that got embedded that was thought to be negative, found the positive in it. Started always thinking about shit. Them scouts gonna see me running down that field. That's gonna be the positive in it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the positive in it.
Yeah. And it's crazy because it's like you said, man, turn a negative to a positive. I even realized. So the next one we got is should statements. So the belief that things should be a certain way, I should always be friendly, is an example you use.
Say the word again.
Do it again. Do it again.
So the cognitive distortion is should statements.
Should statements.
Yeah, should statements.
Okay.
So the belief that things should be a certain way, I should always be friendly is the example that they use. So something like some people like I should always be rich, or I should always be going this way, or life should be like this. You know what I mean? More so than understand that life is like a river. You got to be able to navigate both sides. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to use the laws of nature to be able to go to a higher vibration to get away from certain things. You know what I mean? Like, because you're not going to be able to not deal with it. You see what I'm saying? Everything's a part of life. So just like it's good, there's bad. Just like there's up, there's down. You know what I mean? I think when we get into the unrealistic mindset, what should be more so than what is life, you know what I mean? It takes you out of that realm of dealing with stuff.
Yeah.
Because just like we deal with celebration, we got to deal with transition. You know what I mean?
Shit, yeah. I think for me, man, I think it's kind of like a childlike mindset that you kind of want to harness a little bit.
Yes.
But you gotta realize, it's like Buck said, man, it's another tool. So it's a tool that you gotta learn how to use. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a positive and a negative to it. I never want to take away from when my kids, think that they're supposed to have this, they're supposed to do this, or they, what I'm saying, just because that's how life's supposed to be. As far as what I'm saying with that, I'm supposed to get this gift if I got these straight A's. You know what I'm saying? If I, so it's certain standard that I want to be held, in life. But I also want my kids to understand that, in life, nothing is promised but that, So in between that time, man, you got to make your life work what you want to be worked for. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to make your life what it is. Take your opportunities that you can take and, build it as best as you can build it.
And it's almost like gratitude on both sides. I didn't mean to cut you off. But you got to have gratitude to give, and you got to have gratitude to receive.
Facts.
Ego, before I go, read that one more time for me, cuz. One more time for me.
Should statements. The belief that things should be a certain way. The example they use is I should always be friendly.
Okay, look. What I get from that, right? It's two different things to me. We all done seen people where they feel like nothing bad should happen. Huh?
Entitled,
right? Entitled, right? But being entitled, bro, it ain't never really too good for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, Like Ego said, bro. That's why I said read it for me one more time, because what you said and what I mean was saying, you gotta understand this life, bro. It's gonna be ups, it's gonna be downs. It's gonna be ups, it's gonna be downs. If I tell you one thing, bro, you feel me? I'm talking to the world right now. If a person tell you a thing right now, you should be able to take the good and the bad that come with it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't feel like you know everything. Don't feel just. I'm just give a great example. These my brothers to the world. These my brothers. I can call them boys for anything, bro. But guess what, bro? At the end of the day, I will never feel entitled to feel like these boys owe me any money, boys owe me anything like that. Because at the end of the day, bro, being entitled, I done seen it, bro. All it do is just bring you down, bro.
Leave you
Just,
lonely at the end of the day.
yeah,
A should
yeah,
person
Yeah.
is a person most of the time they by themselves all the time. They don't do good with others. They don't do good in groups, I say. So
mm-hmm,
they kind of stand out, and it could be a good thing. It's a time and a place for everything. I'll say that. It's a time when you should use the should. You see what I'm saying? It's a time
mm-hmm,
when you should use it. But like me just said, not always. It's just another
mm-hmm.
tool in your toolbox. Don't be the toolbox. Use the toolbox. Because if I try to be the toolbox, I'm everything.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah,
I don't know how to singly converse and think on one or focus on one situation or accomplish anything. Cause I'm scattered all out. I'm trying to use a screwdriver to hit a nail in the ground. You see what I'm saying? Or I'm
that's right.
trying to use a hammer to bust to hit the goddamn USB wire in. Just different. It's just different thoughts, man. You got to know when it's time to use it and understanding that goes back to who am I? That goes back to searching who am I. So if I start searching who am I every day and figuring out the little things here and there, I take that, oh, I like to do this. Boom, put that in the toolbox. I don't like to do that.
Yes.
Still put it in the toolbox.
Yes.
Still put it in the toolbox. Because like we just said, that positive and negative can always coexist. Is what you get from them.
Feed the curiosity.
Don't be too entitled. Always be willing to learn and willing to help and
Yeah.
willing to receive.
Definitely.
And knowing
Teaching
you
and learning.
should, like you said, but knowing you
Yeah.
should. You know, sometimes like even a quote, like the should could be I should be friendly, but you know, some certain situations you could be friendly and be taken advantage of. So knowing
Mm-hmm.
you
Yeah.
should, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
Right.
like you said, it's, like three said, man, it's going just life. About going through life, man.
Yeah, no,
Fact.
facts.
And the last cognitive distortion, all or nothing thinking. Thinking in the absolute, such as always, never, or ever. I never do a good job. I never do a good enough job on anything. And I think we all have been there before. You know what I
Read
mean?
that. Hold on. Read that. Hold on. We gotta get. We talking to the world, bro. Read that one more time for the world.
All right. So the cognitive distortion is all or nothing thinking. Thinking in the absolutes, such as always, never, or ever. I never do a good enough job on anything. So basically, just having this is my, like, when we first got to school, think about it, bro. Our whole goal was just the league. The league is success, or to not make it to the league is failure.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's all or nothing thinking. We couldn't think outside of that realm.
Mm-hmm.
Man, yeah,
You
that shit sounds like if that don't sound like a nigga growing up, boy, like boy,
Yeah,
that sounds
yeah. I ain't
everything,
do nothing
gambling
else.
mindset, everything,
If you
I
don't
got
graduate
all or
high school,
nothing.
if you don't get to college, it's
Yeah,
you
the
ain't
end of the
shit.
world. You
yeah.
don't
And
get
y'all can't tell me one like that. Like, boy, if this ball don't work, we here. If
Yeah.
this don't go, we there. And it's
If
like,
you get
man,
if you get a felony, you ain't shit. Like,
ain't
we
shit.
know how
right.
it is.
And as humans, man, we got to give ourselves that gray area. Like, it got to be like we can bridge to anything else. You know what I'm saying? And now we talk about that shit. I talk about that shit with kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? If the shit ain't, if it ain't great, it's trash. Like automatically, like nobody can. We can somebody. It's okay to be average sometimes at certain things. It's okay to be good at certain things. It's just about working at it. You know, we give
Mhm.
ourselves the fucking. If we ain't great, and I hate to keep because I'm sending this one to Lily, y'all. So I hate to keep bringing it up like this, but Lily, you know what I'm saying? If you're not great at something, that don't mean you trash at it. You can just give up on it. You know what I'm saying? You keep going, or you keep, you
More
pivot.
work ethic. Just
All right,
need
you
a
get
little
it.
work, a little more attention to it. That's all. And that's
Right.
why I think I use that word, attention. I mean, that means we ain't really paying attention to what we want. Because if I'm only, even for us, like we did grow up having that all or nothing mindset. It took us to go through life and experience to grow through that. Because I mean, we still had that mindset till a couple years ago. We can honestly say, and it took attention to details, attention to yourself, saying that it ain't the end of the world, because this ain't going that way. Uh, this by this happening, this helped me move even much more further. So sometimes some things, that gray area is the best area for you to be, because if I'm putting it all into this and it's not working, now you're mental, you're all over the place, you're done. Now you don't know how to re-grasp yourself and recreate yourself. If I'm already defeated, taking a negative thought and a negative to negative equals negative. I ain't never seen a negative and negative equal a positive. You go to your car, go try to jump your car off right now. Look at my baby. Go put your jumper cable.
2025.
You can see wave.
She come with them tools, man. She come with them tools.
Go take the jumper cables, put them on, put the red on the negative, and put the black on the positive, and watch what happens. You're gonna need a new battery. And a couple more
Blow.
fuses. And you're gonna need some more fuses. So, and might need spark plugs too. One bad decision, meaning, well, I ain't gonna say bad decision, wrong move. When you're not thinking it through attention, when you're not paying attention to what you're doing, it could lead to that.
Yeah.
Shit on the head right there.
But like you said, but man, it's just another tool that we gotta learn how to harness. Cause fuck, even though we know I'm saying this and that, but it's like at the same time, you can't tell me that motherfucking mindset ain't drive you a lot of times too.
It did. That's why I said, because it helped you a lot more than you
Hell
think.
yeah.
It hurts you, but you got to know when to get in that gray area. Because once that help start turning to hurt, you got to know how to retract, retrace, and recreate.
Right.
No, facts.
That was a good 3 right there. I ain't gonna lie.
That was good. That was a good 3. That definitely was a good 3 though, man. But shit, yeah, to the youth and to the older folks, man, I want to say, start writing things down, bro.
Yes. Now, that's the whole
Start writing
thing.
things down, bro. It helps.
If you ain't catch the message, you need to open your eyes and get something checked right now, my dog. Study you. Don't spend too much time at the job if you ain't spending time on yourself. You can't chase a dream and you don't know yourself, because you don't know if you're chasing the wrong dream. We give up so much stuff to obtain, not even realizing that these are the gifts God done gave us.
We already obtained everything. We just got to know how to use ourselves to get it. And we are the best gift. That's for all you athletes that's going through it, chasing something right now, getting ready for the draft and chasing. Y'all using that energy. Y'all using that God-like energy because y'all want to chase something. But don't be all or nothing in it. Stay in that gray area thinking, being open-minded, I'll basically say. Being open-minded. Knowing that it could go wrong, it could go right. I'm okay with both. You see what I'm saying? Knowing that I did my best. I did what I wanted to do. And I did it how I wanted to do it. Not how everybody else see it for you. About how you see it.
No, facts.
They say, stay true to you and find you.
Hey, and that's CTL for the day, man. Mental Health Wednesdays. Make sure y'all start our year off right. Make sure y'all eat/drink right. Help the body, help the mind. You feel me? This CTL is our first episode back. Stick with us, roll with us. We're going to help y'all. We're going to help each other. And as we healing. And that's CTL for the day. First one, let's get it. We got that boy Buck Savage in the building. Lamine Barrel Sambuse in the building. The Gold, the Survivor in the building. And we got that boy Ego, Black Man. Yeah, that's him.
That's him.
We love
go.
y'all.
Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's.
Love.
And let's keep this train rolling. Family. Love. Yo.